Welcome back from that break, and thank you so much for staying tuned with us. It's the day of festivities. The Oyibo says tis the season to be jolly. So make we jolly, make we jollof. But as you are jollofing, let's talk these very, very important issues, because of course this will not be our last Christmas. There'll be other Christmases for us to celebrate, and going forward we want to be able to celebrate our Christmases in a sustainable way. We want to be able to come out of the celebrations and go back to to our books and be able to account for what we did, and be able to look at, this is where we are falling short. This is where we need to improve on. Because if we don't have all of those indices, then how are we saying that we're celebrating Dirty December? But of course, you've heard from our panel of discussants this morning, and they'll be joining me one after the other right now. So I'm just going to, in no particular order, just have, my panelists weigh in on this. Wherever it is that you celebrate Christmas, how have you been able to feel the pulse, of this particular Dirty December, or let's now coin it Dirty December 2025. I'll start with my colleague Yusuf Babalola.
Yeah, good morning, Nigerians, and Merry Christmas once again, and a prosperous New Year in advance. Wow, Dirty December, we discussed it last week, and it was very, very engaging, and now we're also discussing it this week, and I'm always very, very happy discussing it, because I'm very, very passionate about Nigeria. I'm very, very passionate about the economy of Nigeria, and also very, very passionate about the unborn generation. So please, we Nigerians, those who are in the service, who are service providers in this sector, should please think about the future. Think about the unborn generation. We shouldn't, because of the gains of today, disrupt what we are supposed to gain tomorrow. Yeah, we know this is a season, it is especially tomorrow, which is Boxing Day, supposed to be a season of love, where we exchange gifts, items, So we should please put everybody in the economy, every Nigerian, we shouldn't say, they are coming from the diaspora, they have made so much money. If you send them away this year, definitely they won't come next year. And if they don't come next year, who are you going to trade with next year? So please, let us, as a matter of urgency, think about Nigeria first. I've been an advocate of Nigeria first, because these people, it's not bed of roses for them over there. Yes, we can say Naira devaluation, they will be getting more Naira. Yes, they are getting more Naira, but please, they would definitely want to spend wisely. But if we use our prices to send them away, to send them to neighboring countries, definitely we are exporting jobs, which is certainly not good for the economy, which is also not good for. It is certainly not good for the economy. It is certainly not good for me and you. It's certainly not good for our unborn children, because we have no other country. Even if we travel out of the country, we go to Dubai, we go to the US, we can also see what is happening in the US. Immigration, they are tightening their immigration policies every day, even in the UK. So majority of them are coming to Nigeria to relax their mind, to relax their brain, to get refreshed. So please, we shouldn't put too much pressure on them. It is not bed of roses for them over there. So don't let us say, they are foreigner, they are diaspora Nigerians, they are diaspora Nigerians, they are coming home with huge dollar, they are coming home with huge pounds. It's not easy for them getting it over there. So please, let us encourage them, so that next year we'll be able to see them, we'll be able to grow the economy, and will also be able to get a good and structured framework for Dirty December.
Wow, thank you so very much, Yusuf Babalola. Indeed, we must begin to put Nigeria first. I think I should call now on Olusegun Koiki to just weigh in on this as well, because one of the things that he said last week, if I recall very well, is that, look, awareness is key. There needs to be a re-education. We need to re-educate ourselves. And one of the things I would even want him to talk about, on our news last week was, that ban on masquerades in Akwa Ibom. How can you, ban a cultural export Because really, some people who come all the way from outside the country to Nigeria, what they are coming to see is these things, They want to see the colorful parade. They want to see all of that, the mystique and all of that. If we lose that, aren't we losing the whole idea?
Thank you so much once again, Bumi, for having me this week. First, let me look at the banning of the masquerades by the state government. To us, I don't think as a state or as a country we should forget about our culture and our background. Before the advent of religion, either Christianity or Islamic, we had traditional religions in every part of the country. The Yoruba, they had their own, the Igbo, the Hausas, wherever you are, the Efik, wherever. Everybody had is our own traditional religion. And this is part of the traditional religion that our forefathers have been practicing. They've been there for a long time, even before immemorial. But for a state government to come up and ban the practice or the display of masquerade in the public at this period, I don't think it is right, because some people are used to it. They are used to such a culture. It takes you back to where to how your forefathers were practicing their original or even believe in the past. So, but you can amend some things. You can change some things. For a governor to totally place a ban on it, I don't think that is good for our tourism. I don't think it is also good for our culture. That is on that. Then looking at the Dirty December once again, like we said last week, there is a need for awareness. The government needs to create more awareness. The government needs to encourage more private participation in Dirty December. Even as we are creating the awareness, as we are encouraging the private participants in the festivity too, you also need to set up a monitoring mechanism that will monitor the activities of these private participants in whatever they do. Now, let me take a cue from the aviation industry, for instance. Until now, maybe from January to November, a one-way ticket to Asaba, to wherever you were going in the east or even south, maybe about 100, one something. I don't think it's but most of them, unless if you bought your ticket late, very late. But if you plan that maybe 3 days, 4 days, even a week before your travel, your ticket may not be more than one something, 110, 120. But now, because of the Dirty December, because the Dirty December goes beyond Lagos, the Dirty December is part of us. It is what we do year in, year out. A one-way ticket, I was checking online last week, a one-way ticket from Lagos to Asaba was 400,000 naira. 400,000. Then if you are returning to Lagos the same December, it was coming back was about 100 and something. But the moment you exit December, now coming back in January 2026, another one-way ticket from Asaba, for instance, to Lagos was about 335,000 naira on the platform of one of the airlines. This is exploitation. This is what we've been preaching against. We should try to be our brother's keeper. Let us try as much as possible to encourage travelers, to encourage tourists. We've always been having the Carnival Calabar wherever. People are coming from outside the country. They are coming from everywhere. So if you are now sending them away through skyrocketing airfares, I don't think many people want to come. And don't let us forget, some of the people that are also flying, it is because of the insecurity that we have in the country. So many people don't actually like flying. Some people don't like flying, but because it is cheaper for them to pay a return ticket of 200, 300,000 naira than to go and pay a kidnapper 5 million, 20 million, 15 million naira. That is why some people are still forced to continue to fly with us. The moment we address the issue of insecurity in Nigeria, the aviation industry, our local airlines may be deserted, because the pricing is not just encouraging, they are killing. But the government needs to take a look at this. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, the DG NCA, although it is a deregulated market, but even having a deregulated market does not give you the room for exploitation. So we need to do as much as possible to ensure that we keep our brothers safe, and also we encourage people to also come on board. Even if you are looking at how many people have been flying in the Nigerian aviation industry, like in 2024, the total traffic was 15.6 million, both local and international. Meanwhile, in 2023, it was all about 16 million, which means despite the insecurity, it is declining. Meanwhile, there is one just airport in South Africa, which is OR Tambo Airport. Just one airport had 17.1 million passage in 1 year. And if the totality of Nigerian airports of 26 or more than that are doing just 15.6 million naira in a year, yet you are still sending them away through high pricing. I want to say the moment we address insecurity, we may not, some of the airline operators, they may need to look for another job to do. But let us ensure that everything is done rightly. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Segun Koiki, for weighing in on that. I think that is key. And the statistics that you've brought to the table, honestly, we need to start working more with these statistics because it helps us to actually see where the loopholes are and to be able to deal. And speaking of loopholes, I want to bring in Okori Oguru now. Indeed, Africa Travel Herald magazine. I know you talk a lot about travel. Travel in this season, in the December season is almost like a given. In fact, when we were growing up, travel was part of the excitement. You knew that you would leave one location to the other. What would you advise, government to do to bring travel back to our lives? Because from the statistics that Mr. Koiki has even just given, it's dropping. The numbers are dropping.
Yeah, Bumi, thank you once again. Merry Christmas to our listeners. Now, talking about travel is a very simple thing. There are key structures that you need to put in place to have. If you have good road and the pricing are right, people will definitely, and then there is security, people will definitely travel. When these things are not in place, when you put so much money that I have to pay to travel to my village in Abia State, when there's so much money and I think I can't afford it, of course I'll stay back wherever I am staying. Then that is one. When the roads have become dead traps, you get it. Now, sometimes one of the problems we have that, for example, some of us are from the southeast. You discover a journey you need to do in 6-7 hours. You can end up doing 24 hours on the road because one, the roads are bad. You get it. Then there's also this issue of insecurity, like Koiki mentioned. Part of the reason you have the high cost of airfare is simply because people will tell you that I'll prefer to pay 400,000 than to pay 50,000 on road and get kidnapped. So it's a major factor. So those are the key things that needs to be handled by the government. I'm sure once these things are put in place, you discover that traveling becomes easy. I, as an individual, if you give him an option, I prefer, though long, but most time I prefer traveling by road because I enjoy the scenery that I see. Now, outside that, still coming back to the issue of jollification, let me use your word, Bumi. As we jollificate, as we enjoy ourselves, for all that are in the industry, the stakeholders, the government personnel, are the numbers adding up? Are the statistics being taken? Because it is also proper. Some years back, now everybody has jumped onto the bandwagon of dirty December. Some years back, it was carnival. If you as a state, you're not doing carnival, you're wasting your time. What? Imo State, Edo State, River State, and so many of them, everybody's doing the carnival.
You might not even need to go that far. Street by street in Lagos.
Yeah.
It was a competition.
Yeah, but how come it's not sustainable? So the same thing, if we don't take proper statistics and do a proper appraisal of the so-called dirty December and then put structures in place for it to be sustainable. You mentioned the word sustainable. It might feel like that we saw it happen in Carnival. So what is the essence? So we jollificate, we do this in both the business angle must also. We need those statistics. Now let the states that are doing this, let them come out. Look, we have this also number of people coming into the state. They stayed in the hotel. This is the amount of money that was generated. This is the amount of money that was dropped into the economy of this state within this period. It helps also planning. It also makes anybody that wants to invest will have an idea of how to go about it and the reason why he is investing in the tourism industry. Those things are key. So, but once again, Merry Christmas to our listeners and a wonderful New Year ahead.
Wonderful, fantastic. I mean, it's a festive day, so we don't want to keep you too long listening to, our talk. We will indeed give you music, some good music to enjoy, just so that we do something slightly differently on this beautiful Christmas day. Thank you so much for staying with us here on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. It's still Cre8tive Nigeria. It's not complete yet until Frank has spoken. So, Frank, your own message for us, your own Christmas message for us on this beautiful Christmas day.
Abumi, thank you very much, and I listen to everyone like I always do, and it's like reconnecting to or imagining how it used to be. A lot of good musicians that we know, at that time were discovered from the streets. And those streets that come on festive days, those of us that grew up in Lagos, even the Egungun Calabar, all the streets of Lagos, they were not beating anybody, just moved around and the kids will run after them, and all those things. Those things are gone, and it's because there's no sustainability, like we're saying. Now, we're beginning to see, and when you don't organize your sector, Bumi, we are going to see this kind of thing happen, okay? A lot of people are at home. Let's not deceive ourselves. A lot of people are at home because there's chaotic environment out there. They are not sure of anything. So they better stay home. The little they have, they manage with their family. They can count the numbers that everybody's safe. Okay, and you step out, is that you are seeing area boys, you are seeing hooligans everywhere. And I'm particularly concerned what happened on the highway. For those who have traveled now, or even today, there are a lot of people still on the way, have this way of traveling. People don't, the rush period, there's people who wait until day like this. They say, there's a crowd on the highway, but these guys will be there. Imagine the hooligans too. They don't go on holiday. They'll be on the highway. They stop you and they're asking for what? Radio license. And you begin to wonder, somebody that doesn't have a radio station and you're asking for a license. Local government never contributed to anything. In fact, they don't even account for the one they are giving to them. The roads are bad. Okay? The roads are bad. And I'm beginning to question, okay? It's good for us to have something new, the coastal highway, good idea, wonderful idea. People are saying, why don't you have a rail to go with it and things like that. But the old ones that we have, and that reminds me that, of course, Bumosho down here, very close to us. Of course, they are the Cre8tive Festival, the Gandhi, that's the name of the Oba. I've introduced the Cre8tive Festival. I started on the 18th. We'll run through to the end of the year. So all the way to Bumosho. I hope I'll be there because I like the Bumosho, Mala, and all those stuff. But honestly, we need to really begin to ask ourselves questions. We can't live the same way and expect same result. It doesn't happen. Okay, we are losing traffic, and that is true. I keep on telling people who are even mounting. I'm not saying statistics is not good, but here in Nigeria, we use statistics to confound and confuse ourselves. At the end of the day, nothing happens. We're going to generate 200 million jobs. We're going to generate 3 billion jobs. All are just that are just games, just something that people are just hyping up. And that is not true, because if you look at it, the traffic now is out of the city of Lagos. Take it or leave it. Okay? So those who would have come here from the diaspora now, you have made it so impossible for them. Small, short-let apartment somewhere in the Sherry or Ogudu. Of course, Sherry is Abeokuta, okay? It's still Nigeria, okay? There's somebody telling you 200 and 250,000 a night. Ikoyi here is about 450, 500 a night. Okay, so why don't I go to a hotel? Why don't I go and pay less and all those? So, but that actually is the problem. People just wanted to cash in. I want to cash out. That's the way I want to cash out. Let me blow. You want to blow and blow your deal just in 1 month and you destroy everything. The airlines we just spoke. We'll talk about, like Sheku said, 100 and something before now and all those things. Why 500? Why 800? Okay, and you ask me, the same taxes that are complaining, they have not remained static. The taxes have not changed. Now, NCA is saying, file your fare. Okay, let us file it now. So if you are not saying you are charging 700,000 to worry by now, file it so that by next year you'll also tell us why it's now 100,000.
Exactly.
And like Okore said, I think someone of us said here, once we address the issue of insecurity, believe me, the airlines will find it difficult to
have customers.
Customers, because and then we have good roads. Then we can do it. But please, we want the government, and when it means the state and federal government, kindly get these hoodlums out of the way. Somebody is coming back with little children or traveling to his village with little children in the car, and you stop the car, you deflate the tires because you're asking for a license that you ask me which of the law, where is that law? Okay, the same thing that is happening all over the place. And when I think Nigerian National Hospitality, Institute of
Hospitality and
Tourism, okay? And the DG was saying, let us regulate, let us do the right thing. Of course, they were shouting all over the place. Okay, now we have, a dysfunctional environment. We have a place that nobody sure of. But in fact, for you to leave your home, from what you read and hear every day, you better just do your own Merry Christmas in your home. But it shouldn't have been like that. We should all go out. The sun helps us, the wind helps us, and all that. And those of us who like boating and all that, Nigeria is a beautiful country, wonderful place. But again, like we always do, the state government is not helping out. The federal government is we have a minister who doesn't even know her name or what she should do. And I pray that when this government, the president want to change your cabinet, please just do me, frankly, do me a favor. Please kindly remove this minister. And then I didn't say appoint me, but you can suggest names, people who can really get us going. No excuses, there's no fancy, no optics. People who actually can deliver. And even, in fact, you enjoy being in Nigeria and the doors will be open. So for me, that's just better to go. And believe me, even the security issue, if you want to solve it, we can solve it. It's just that we're still praying. I pray that the chief of army staff, the one that just appointed, can live up to the situation. The answers are here. Bubi. We should look at our immigration laws and tie it to security. A lot of people come into Nigeria and go out. Okay? And learn from the criminals. There's nobody like crime, but learn from them. They're smart guys. You want to be smart? Go with the smart guys. Don't go with the Jews who never leave any place. And funny part of it that one of the things that government should put in place is that before you appoint somebody, look at his travel history. Has he traveled? They don't want to appoint a man who remained in Sokoto all his life, and you now make him a minister. He will continue to remain. So look at whether he has gone to Benin Republic, whether he has gone to Europe, whether he has gone to Owerri. There are some Nigerians today in government who has not left Abuja. So you put them in a place to run Nigeria, they will run it like a kitchen, stuff. Even the kitchens are better these days. so let's get these things done, Mumi. Let's get it done.
Indeed. I think that's a really, really good place for us to just lay the show to rest today. We're so glad that you took time out of your jollofing to listen to the show this morning. We are always, always glad to bring our show your way. There are quite a number of people that would like to wish a very good Merry Christmas. Of course, the whole Anchor Insurance family, thank you for your support over the years. Merry Christmas to you, management and staff of Anchor Insurance. Thank you so much. Dr. Lizzie Benny Henacho, we do sincerely appreciate you. We love you and we wish you a Merry Christmas, you and your family. Bosede Koshemani, thank you so much. You are such a blessing to this team. Indeed, Cre8tive 9ja appreciates you and we wish you Merry, Merry Christmas. Bukola Motesho, thank you so much for all you do for us. Merry Christmas to you. Julie Moss, Merry Christmas. Otumba Sheguru Shewe, I know you may not listen to this show today, but it will get to you somehow. Thank you for all your support over the years. We appreciate you. We love you. Dr. Gani Tazan Balogun, the boatman himself, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Tokwe Fajimirokun of Simtop Ventures, we indeed sincerely appreciate you. All the management and staff at Niwa, at Lazwa, we appreciate you. I will not forget Dr. Solomon Bono, who was with us, in fact, just a few weeks ago. Merry Christmas to you as well. All the staff and management of Mainland 98.3 FM. We want to appreciate you as well. We love you and we wish you a Merry Christmas. Barrister Mike Akman, we appreciate you. We appreciate all that you do. Merry Christmas to you and yours as well. Of course, Naihotor family, that's the National Institute of Hospitality and Tourism. The whole family, we appreciate you as well. We wish you Merry, Merry Christmas. And there's so many people we have left out. We can't leave everybody. Dr. Shoaib Hussein, we appreciate you as well. Merry Christmas to you. Look, if we have not mentioned you, it does not mean that we have forgotten you. It doesn't mean that we do not love you. However, of course, we have just so much that we can pack into this, few brief minutes that we have on the show today. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas. Remember to share. Remember to, remember your next door neighbor. Remember that person that, can't exactly afford a plate of rice or even chicken you can go out of your way to just make this Christmas celebration a memorable one for someone out there. Raw rice, raw food, cooked food, whichever, just be a blessing. And we'll be here in the new year, most definitely, God willing, God keeping us. I'll just have everyone on my panel just say just a quick bye-bye to us, and then it will be that for the show.
Okay, thank you once again, Bumi. Thank you for taking me out on a day like this. By tomorrow, I'm going to open the boxes. Let me say what my neighbors, my friends have given to me during this Xmas period. But now, let me round it up with this. In 2024, we had 1.2 million diasporans that visited Lagos for Dirty December, and Lagos State government said it generated $71.6 billion during that period. I'm sure in the next 2 weeks or so, the Lagos State government will come up with that statistics once again. Let us know how many people that visited Nigeria or Lagos during this period, then how much the Lagos State government too generated. I know the figure may go up for now because some people were caught unawares, but I doubt if we will be able to sustain this for a very long time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yusuf Babalala.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Nigerians, and my own parting shot is this: the government should, as a matter of urgency, draw up a policy framework, restructure and also regulate the industry. It's a big industry. Government shouldn't allow Shylock service providers to kill the beautiful initiatives. So please, we are looking up onto the government. The government should please come and save the sector. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And Okorie.
Yeah, thank you, Bumi. My parting shot is that the operators, both at the level of government and private individuals, that while being carried away by the festivity, the Dirty December, they should also not forget the business angle. Like outside Lagos, let's have the statistics from the states. I know Akwa Ibom is active. I know Enugu, Anambra, Plateau, also Oyo State and few other states are very active in what they are projecting for the tourism industry and the leisure at this particular period in time. So by this, let's have the statistics. Let's know how it has impacted on the economy. Happy New Year to our listeners ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Follow us on all social media pages, on Facebook, on Instagram, on X, on YouTube, and even on TikTok. Just find us at Cre8tive 9ja TV. That's Cre8tive 9ja TV. So that's Cre8tive 9ja TV. And on that note, we say goodbye. God bless you. Merry Christmas again. We will see you in the new year, most definitely. Guess what? The new year, that's New Year's Day, falls on a Thursday. We can't wait to be here with you. We'll celebrate it together. See you then. Bye-bye.